Welcome back, brothers and sisters, to a day of hat-trick. Let's start with the first hat-trick of the day. That was by Czech Gunzel, which propelled Lightning to a W against Czech useless Devils. It was Gunzel's eighth career hat-trick, and it matched Tage Thompson for third most among all the active American players. Now Matthews and Patrick Kane are top two active Americans with most hat-tricks. It was a dominant win by Bolts after a humiliating loss against Canucks in previous game. Vasi was dominant as his top 31 shots on goals. On the Devils side, just a game to forget and time to regroup. They were literally outmatched in all phases of the game, like sloppy turnovers, power play was not connecting, and too many mental lapses, and also new faces in the lineup. Now, the second game, and let's hope onto this one between two bottom feeders of East and West. Nice of Leafs to not extend their skid to 6 games and making my wife's life more miserable. The home team started in the most Leafs way possible by Nylander forgetting which net to score on and Blues taking lead on Nylander's own goal. Maybe Nylander misunderstood what the GM meant when he said two-way player. However, he did all the redemption arc like Japanese anime by scoring one of the nastiest game winners you will ever see and getting Toronto those 2 points which were crucial before they head out on their road trip. Tavares is the most consistent guy of their forward group and was a huge factor along the boards in Nylander's game winner. Joseph Wall once again stood tall and got his first win of the season in just his second game of the year. Good thing for Leafs right now is that whole Atlantic is dealing with injuries, which give them time to sort out their problems. For Blues, they should go into retool rebuild as early as possible and fully commit to youngsters like Snuggerud, Dvorsky, Neighbors, etc. They should be on sellers market according to me as of right now because trade away as many as they can. Braden Shane has a value as a center. Kairu, Pareko, Fowler, Buchnevich, and even Binnington, because there are teams out there who can fetch them a first round pick for that goalie, like say Oilers. Robert Thomas should be the only one that they should keep as he is one of the perennial 25 best players on planet but just doesn't get the limelight he deserves because he plays in St. Louis. Now, on to the Red Wings versus Kraken. Behold the sight of Yezer plan finally coming to fruition as the Red Wings sit solely atop the Atlantic as the quarter of the season is played. They are 3-0-1 in last four and maybe the most consistent team in Atlantic during that stretch. That line of DeBrincat, Larkin, Raymond was absolutely dominant in Detroit. Rookie Nate Danielson not only got his first point of the season but also his first goal, finishing the night with 2 points after going pointless in the first 4 games into his NHL career. Kraken, who are on a 4 game road trip, didn't have a great start as they dropped their first one in Detroit and got outshot in the game, like just a bad night to forget for Seattle. Stars versus Islanders. Has anyone done some doo-doo or white magic, not a black magic, on Islanders or what? Isles are putting on a clinic on this 7 game road trip by winning 5 out of 6. Duclair and Callum Ritchie both broke their pointless streak. Duclair had gone 4 games without getting on the score sheet, while Ritchie, who had 0 points to show for in his first 9 games as an NHLer, scored his first point in the big leagues by opening the scoring for New York. Palmieri's short-handed goal was the 5th one of the season for Isles. That trade piece, Emil Heinemann from Montreal, has been exceptional, continuing his point streak to 4 straight games. David Riddick was good between the pipes for Isles, stopping 22 of 24 shots on goals. As for stars, Jason Robertson's price is skyrocketing day by day as he scored 2 goals, taking his season points tally to 25 points, with 11 of them coming in last 4 games. It's looking like he might be pricing himself out of Dallas. Now on to the 5th game. Winnipeg Jets versus Blue Jackets. Mark Scheifele's recent dominance was again at the center stage as he led the team in score sheet with 3 helpers. Only if Kyle Connor played anywhere but Winnipeg, fans might actually understand how great of a contract that 12 million AAV looks for the Jets. Comrie made some unbelievable saves to keep Columbus at bay. What a good goalie tandem Winnipeg was going, like literally. Neil Pionk got his first goal of the season. Blue Jackets are just so inconsistent. It's like they are just immune to get some sort of winning streak going. I understand that it was a back-to-back for them, but 4 shots on goal in second period, that's bad by any measure that you want to look at it. 2 streaks came to an end in Winnipeg. First was Blue Jackets' point streak, which dated back to 5 games, and another was Marchenko's 12-point game streak. If Marchenko was playing on any of the original 6 teams or even any Canadian team, he would be talked about in the same breath as some other star players. On the positive note, Zach Werenski became third player and first ever defenseman in Blue Jackets history to reach 400 points. Now to the game that everyone are talking about, Blackhawks versus Flames. If Bedard played all 82 games of the season against the Flames, he might have 82 hat-tricks in the season. Once again, absolute domination by Bedard as he finished the night with +2 ratings and has 21 points in last 10 games. Hawks, who had been 5-0 when leading after 2 periods, extended that streak to 6-0. Oliver Moore's speed is a sight to behold, really, and his hard work resulted in him getting 2 points. He already has 5 points in 7 games this season. Wait until Cancelo, Lardis, and Frondel join this forward group. It's gonna be dominant for next decade. Thank God my Bruins are in the East. Levshunov logged the second most minutes among defensemen on Blackhawks behind Vlasic. Rinzel looked sharp in this game and finished the night with +2. While nothing is going right in Calgary, I had at least hoped that Wolf would cement himself as one of the top goalies, but his play this season has been subpar as he has .892 save percentage and was .818 against Hawks while misplaying one puck, which directly led to Bedard's goal. Hey, thank God, at least Gavin McKenna tank is on in Calgary. Right, Flames fans? I hope they get him because they already have Celebrini and Bedard and God knows even Leo Carlson. Next game will be the Golden Knights versus Rangers. Someone should have reminded Rangers that this game was not at MSG. Vegas controlled the game from start to finish. While his save percentage will not pop out, but Shesterkin dropped couple of goals from Vegas, especially Eichel one. While it was a complete dud, I liked Will Cooley and Noah Laba's play. I think it's high time Rangers call up Gabe Parole as the offense looks just out of sorts and in need of some spark. This undrafted 22-year-old kid, Braden Bowman, who was signed by Knights in March 2025, also scored a goal and has 2 goals in 4 games. I just don't know from where they get these guys, okay? Out of nowhere, like. Then Ben Hutton netted his first goal for Vegas of this season. Vegas are now second in Pacific behind Anaheim after Kings lost yesterday. Vegas do look somewhat exposed because of Carlson and Stone being on IR or at least out. Now, on to the last game of the day, Sharks versus Mammoth. How about those Sharks, baby? Like 21 points in 20 games and on a pace to shatter their previous season's point total by the end of January. While all limelight will go to Celebrini and for a good reason. Askarov, man, this guy has single-handedly kept them in so many games, especially last 2 weeks, where they were getting outshot consistently. Preds really messed it up, didn't they? Like by trading this guy and giving Saros new contract. Not that Saros is bad, but with Askarov, Preds had a chance to correctly rebuild. Now to the man of the hour, Mr. Celebrini. You are on a path of Sidney Crosby, scoring 100 and making the postseason in just second year. Okay, that might be a bit fast stage, but they are just 2 points out of wildcard after a quarter of season. When did the last time we had Sharks in this type of talk at this time of the year? As for Mammoth, all that October hot start is going down the drain fast. And while Paterka did score 2 goals, that was not enough for Utah to get them 2 points. Vamelka and Vanecek have been downright bad for them too, with both of them having save percentage in the ballpark around .880. Now, on to the Canada's roster at Olympics. I think Shifley, Bedard and Celebrini, if all three continue this form, they all three should be on Team Canada's roster. Thank you once again.